Today we are doing something different than a training ride. That's what we did yesterday, and boy does the bike look disgusting. There was some old oil on it, mainly on the drivetrain of course, and since yesterday I didn't clean the bike before the ride actually. We just put some new oil on the drivetrain because the old gunk wasn't actually going to cut it. So now it's old gunk mixed with new oil. It's pretty much disgusting, and this bike needs a proper cleaning. There is just one problem. I'm living in a flat, and I just can't go outside, and also Germany prohibits doing all this oily stuff on the outside. This of course is not supposed to go on the ground. So what to do? Well, we have a bathtub, and I have two secret agents with me. That is F100 chain cleaner, and that is F100 bike cleaner. So first thing we want to do, we want to put this bad boy in the bathtub. Then we will give it a good cleaning with water and put some of this stuff on here, but you will see. Hello, this is the bike, and to be completely honest, first time I was doing this, I was super afraid about some things staying here, ruining the bathtub. So I was even telling friends like, you gotta be mad doing this in the bathtub. Well, it turns out now I am too doing this, and so far my bathtub lives, everything is good, and now we start with a good hot shower. So let's get cracking. So now the bike has been showered. Bathroom feels a little bit like one of these Turkish baths where there's a lot of steam, and now it is actually time. I mean, a lot of the gunk has already gone, but we want to do better. First of all, we need to turn the bike around. So let me do that for you. I could have done that in the beginning, but hey, no one ever said I'm smart. So again, there is a lot of gunk still, and we put the chain cleaner on everything that is the drivetrain. So don't be too frugal on that stuff. You want that ugly gunk to be gone. So a little bit more probably doesn't hurt. And you probably can't see it, but I can see there's a lot of black gunk dropping into the bathtub already. And with this being done, now it's time to actually go read some email, answer some email, and let this chain cleaner do its stuff for like 5 minutes or so. And I'm going to write an email in that time. See you soon. So while the chain cleaner was doing his thing, or its thing, I think it is time to give it another hot shower, put another bit of chain cleaner on it, and then also start spraying it with the normal bike cleaner for the parts that aren't the drivetrain. Let's go! we can also start using the F100 bike cleaner for all the parts that are frankly not the drivetrain. So give it a good spraying. Don't forget the underside. That's where all the nastiness hides. Get to the insides. And I came a bit past everything. This one is a bit harder, but we will do that, right? All right. So this one can also go on the wheels, no problem there. Make sure to clean the wheels a little bit because, you know, there's all this brake dust from the pads. And while I'm not doing a deep cleaning of the wheels today, I'm just making sure it gets a little bit of cleaner and we can actually make it a little less filthy. So now guess what? We are giving that time again. So I think the most time-consuming part is not the actual work, but the waiting for the cleaners to do their thing. So, see you again in 5 minutes. So, some time has passed, and now it's time to clean that bad boy. So, I have this beautiful Aqua Magic Lux thingy here, and of course it would be super good to clean the bike, but as I am cheap, and you should be also, I'm using some used socks that have some holes now and are going to be thrown away. So be cheap, guys. Okay, off we go. So after what was like effectively maybe 10 minutes of work, we have a pretty darn clean bike. I mean, it's certainly not perfect, but the drivetrain is visibly made of metal now, not of black gunk. And yeah, I will leave it here to just dribble it down a little bit. And once most of the moisture is gone, I will put it on the balcony to dry completely off. And then put some new lubricant on the chain. Don't use WD-40. I'm looking at you, Sai. That's disgusting. No, use proper chain lubricant, okay? And yeah, that's it already. 5 to 10 minutes maximum. We brought out the bike. Now everything is nice and clean, but just in case there is still a little bit of gunk somewhere, we take one of our socks, yes, and just go through this, polish it a little bit, and do that of course before we put in new chain lubricant. Now this one looks really nice now. Preferably we don't throw it down while we do all of this. Go over here again, because that's things that you easily forget. Yeah, there was still some gunk here. Good thing we did that. Do it again. Yeah. That's nice. Nice and clean. If you don't have the possibility of putting your bike on a rack, that's a little bit harder to do, but maybe just ask someone to help you hold it up somewhere and just clean up the gunk a little bit. Right. So now with the bike, or at least the drivetrain, being completely clean, I take another one of my socks, or maybe I can just do it like that. Wow, oh, I see. I forgot to lock this one here. This is why everything moves. Okay, now it should not move as much anymore. Again, go. Just clean it a little bit on the outside and get rid of all of this dust from the brakes. Do the same on the front wheel and let the bike sit for maybe half an hour to dry down. Put the new chain lubricant in and you're done. Now look at this and compare it to the mess that we saw before. This is a actually pretty clean drivetrain. Again, nothing is ever perfect, but I think this is pretty good. So thank you so much for watching and have a good time. Like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. See you next time.